get on to this job and do what we gotta do. Now, the video from yesterday afternoon of coming home is loading up still this morning. Sorry, I'm trying to get my windshields together. Let me turn on the lights. But like I was saying, that is being uploaded still. Should be up this morning. And I apologize, y'all. After I left the leasing office yesterday, my mind still was somewhere else, and I never finished up the video. So, but I just uploaded what I had. So hopefully you guys had a good night's sleep. You got home, work, or your destination of choice safe and sound in one piece. No hassle, fuss, trouble, problems, or misunderstandings. Oh crap. Shucks. I gotta go back around. I left my bag with my shirt and all that. Well, you know what? I really don't need it. I just grabbed what I got out my trunk. I have another shirt in there, so I'll grab that shirt. It is what it is. Just my mind is still on best way to approach situation that's at work. So this meeting this morning, and that's where my mind is. So I didn't grab my bag that was on the counter that had my shirt in it for work. So I just grabbed what I have in the trunk. But I at least grabbed my lunch. I remember that. So we'll see how this goes this morning, and take it from there. And hopefully it's a understanding, received conversation in this, like, the meeting that my supervisor, which he should understand where I'm coming from when it's pertaining to the workplace. It's not things that are said outside the job. It's things that are said while we're at work, and I just don't appreciate it anymore. So I prefer that this other person just, just don't speak to me, if it don't really have to do with work, don't interact, don't weave my name into conversations or anything. Just keep your distance, because I don't look at you as being a respectful person. So we're gonna get on to this job this morning. My eyes are watering just a little bit. Gotta do we have to. Exxon is 195. Shell is at 219. Boy, I don't know. The prices will go back down, because I am going to have to get gas probably, what's today, Wednesday? Probably Friday. So I definitely needed to go down. Ooh, excuse me. So, we're gonna see how it goes. When I got home yesterday, I talked to my best friend for a little while, and well, besides the leasing office, he did give me options and lay out everything for me if I decided to stay and continue my lease and everything. So, you know, with that being said, I was like, okay. And now I just don't know how much the parking would have went up. I know how much my rent would have went up, but I don't know how much my parking, if they were still going to be honoring the low rate or not. So he never said on that part. And let's see if we can make it. If we can't, because these people are not moving. They're not getting their King Julian on. But that's their vehicles. And that's up to them how they, drive cautiously, carefully, how they want to. So, I also talked to my cousin yesterday, and he was talking about getting, I think I told you guys on Monday, he was talking about getting an air fryer until he gets the oven fixed, right? And I'm like, okay. But the whole time while I'm talking to him on the phone, he's in the casino. I'm hearing the machines in the back at the casino. So I'm like, dude, are you really at the casino? Well, I mean, everybody has their ways of relaxing. If that's his, that's not for me to say. But he was talking about an air fryer for the house on a temporary basis until they fix the, I guess he does calls in the warranty for the stove, right? So I'm like, okay. So I sit up there and sent him information on the Ninja Foodie, right? And letting him know, like, this is a pretty good one, right? Oh my gosh, I don't know what just happened right there. I'm sorry, somebody just slammed on brakes all of a sudden for like real quick, like scared the living luck out of me, right? Okay, I need these people to get the hell on, and I'm gonna have to get it over on them like real. That was smooth enough, but not. It was like last minute. So I got a moral of the day: stay in my lane. And hopefully that'll be the moral of what's at work. If you can't be respectful about the things that you say and do, basically stay in your lane. Just from the shows I was watching, right? Because I watched Shameless, the latest episode, and I also watched American Gods, the latest episode. So, both of those had, episodes dealing with racial tension, or the oppression toward what was dealing with the characters that were laughing. So when I went to sleep, I'm having dreams of like being around like a whole bunch of bigots or racist people in my dream. Like, and I'm to myself like, okay, I just need them to, yeah, we all on, you know, some sort of break line, because he just sitting right there, and we all just like, ooh wee, ooh wee, ooh wee. But only thing I'm thinking like in my dream is like, you know, just leave me alone. You know, that's not something that we're looking to, like, it was just uncomfortable. It was an uncomfortable dream. It was just like, I don't want to be bothered. Leave me alone. Upsetting, you know. But yeah, it was just a stress dream. And I'm not trying to live my life like that. But there ain't no way you can outrun it either. Put it that way. It is of the world. It's in the world. And it's part of the world. So there's no way that you can flip that pancake and think that you ain't gonna come across it one day, one way or another. Right? But either way, those are at least the 2 episodes that I watched. And I watched the latest episode of Married at First Sight. Yeah. Miss Page, boy. She gonna have her hands full. She already, like, when they're showing you, like, bits and pieces of how the season is supposed to be, and she's already saying that she believes that her faith is being tried, like her marriage vows and everything are being tried so early on in the marriage. Because like they said, this is not someone that you are dating. This is someone that you chose to take a vow and marry, right? And I know at the table, like when they're sitting there talking, you know, when you're at the reception, and he was just asking her a lot of questions. And I guess if you were, you know, somebody asked you those questions that you just met, and you were dating, you would find that it's inappropriate, right? But he was catching her off guard when he was asking her, you know, about her virginity, talking about a honeymoon baby. Now, what they showed twice, he spoke upon the young lady he was engaged to. He let her know that it was like a few months prior. And then he spoke about the lady he used to be engaged to, her, talking about her dog. I think she had a Yorkie. And so this is bringing up like flags for her, like, why are you talking to me about, you know, your ex? So her friends asked him, you know, for something to be that, you know, recent. How do you feel like you are healed and whole enough to be at this stage in this type of committed relationship, right? And he didn't really answer the question. What he said was it took him a long time. Well, if it was 3 months, that 3 months to him was a long time to be able to be okay with the situation. But he was telling Paige that, you know, didn't trust him. He didn't trust her. They were just more focused on different things throughout the relationship to where it just wasn't working. It was coming, to an end or whatever. And so it's not just him talking about a honeymoon baby or whatever, right? Because he said he wants lots of kids. Then his father does the toast. And he was like, I can't wait to have another have a grandson or a granddaughter, so y'all get started, on the grandbabies or whatever, right? So that's a stressful moment. So when she's sitting there to get to know his family, his mother is telling her, take your time. Don't worry about trying to have kids right away. Y'all need to get to know each other because this is an unorthodox, they both agreed that it was an unorthodox way of them getting together and being married. So at this point in time that they need to get to know each other, well enough before they try to involve another person into the mix, right, into their lives of bringing in a baby. And his father is still on the thing of pushing about kids. And I said, I said, if it was me, I would be sitting there feeling like this is very much weird. This is weird that, the father keeps pushing that point, you pushing that point. But his mother was more reasonable and understanding of saying, take your time and feel things out, right? And his father and him are like, let's do this. But this is a kicker, right? Like when they're doing an interview, he was saying, well, when he was standing there with her friends, right? And he was like, well, she's not the type, she's what I need, but she's not what I want. And then her friends was like, what do you mean by that? What do you want? And he was like, well, she's not the type of girl that I used to, date. And, because he was talking about he dates like, trophy wives, models, or whatever, right? And her friends was like, well, she is a trophy, she's very much so a goddess. And he was like, oh no, she has a, she has a body of a goddess, and he's talking about her butt and this, that, and the third, right? And that's like weird, but he's saying that he's not attracted, to his wife. But he's saying the conversation is great though, and him getting to know her is great. But he's just trying to find, other attractive elements. And I was like, okay. Now he's very much honest. He's like very upfront, brutally honest, right? So it's like, okay, we are, as women or people in general, we always say we want somebody to be honest with us. Well, he was giving it and serving it up raw and honest, baby. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. And that's the truth, okay? So, you like, oh, wow. And so he was saying that he likes, luxury cars, name brand clothing and shoes. He likes the finer things. So he'll make sure that his wife has those things and being taken care of and everything. So, but on the same thing, like you're looking of what he's saying. Like, wow. So I guess he's, in the clippings going forward in the season. I guess he's on the honeymoon stage at the dinner or something like that. There, he gets into it with one of the other castmates, asking him to stay out of his business or whatever it is, or they're trying to, tell him how he should, step up or do what he has to do or whatever it is. And I guess it's more or less, when you overshare. Now, I don't know how the conversation came about. I don't know if they know about, the child that's on the way or whatever the conversation is, or how it came about. I don't know exactly what they're, when they're showing these little clips for future episodes. You don't really know what the discussion was or what they were talking about for that heated moment of the clip that they're showing you, right? So you never know what it's about, but you speculate and you think it's about, one thing, and it actually may be totally different and something about something else, right? So, just have to watch it, look. And that's one thing that my sister's mother had said about the show, right? And she was like, she said, I'll tell you one thing, to keep it entertaining. She said, I don't really care for too many other couples that they pick, because you really look like, are you really vetting these people? Are you, like, for real, like, taking your time to do a thorough background